Okay, that was a little unanticipated. It sounded great in the chest run. I am Almost Legends Bell, welcoming everybody here to the recast. Oh, what a day. Of Calculated Throw versus the Found Vikings. Alongside me is my long lost partner, Born to Shine. How you doing?
Doing good. Doing good. I'm excited for this game.
All right, well, we do know a couple things about this match. We do know that Calculated Throw banned out Battlefield of Eternity, and the Vikings banned out Dragonshire since they probably got caught off guard. They usually ban it, so they just picked the map. And they won the coin toss, and the Vikings are going to take us to Volskaya.
One of my least favorite maps.
Oh, it's growing on me. With that being said, uh, let's get right to it, shall we?
I'm all ready when you are.
All right, so we have the Vikings on the blue side. We have Contender on his Alarak, PJ Tim on Diablo, Cyan on Mephisto, Dicky on Blaze, and Sailor Sky is playing Stukov. Lauren, go ahead and introduce the calculated throw for us.
Yep. Calculated throw on the right. We've got Monoderp on Jaina, Atron on Anubarak, Grievant on Lucio, Scooty Puff Jr. on Imperius, and Scooterman on Raynor.
All right, so it looks like we're going to get a five-man, customary dance here in the middle. Let's see who makes the first move.
I saw
Oh,
something in there about a dance off, though, that's not
uh-oh.
happening, so I'm a little disappointed here.
1 second. I totally spaced. I turned the sound down. Oops. There we go. Now we can hear it. So there's a silence and a stun from the Anubarak. PJ Tim's getting a little bit low. He's going to have to back up. Let's see what we
Here we
got
see
here. Devil's Due.
Blaze is already in bot. No deaths here in mid. It looks like everybody's just saying that's it. That's enough.
Time to get to the rotations.
Ooh, PJ Tim still taking quite a bit of damage there, but heals coming through from Sailor Sky.
A little unnecessary damage possibly taken there, but that's okay.
Still no deaths on either side, and we see Found Vikings already rotating back down to mid and clearing that wave. And Contender heading over to get that camp started right around the minute mark, like clockwork.
Yes,
Possibly.
ma'am.
Yep. And it looks like we've got Calculated Throw doing the same thing on their side. So both of these teams will have a turret for first objective phase.
And it looks like Dicky's having a hard time dealing with the Imperius down here. I guess he might have to back soon. I don't know if he used his slip or not, but that's not good. Imperius has definitely got the upper hand there. Back to the rotations, it looks like the Vikings are going to miss just a little bit of that top wave. Nothing like substantial, shouldn't hurt them, but they did miss a little bit top.
Yeah, both teams still roughly about even on XP, although Anubarak fallen pretty low here, got caught in the silence and pulled by the Alarak, and possibly gonna make it out with just a little bit of health. And I was about to say same for PJ Tim, but it looks like Diablo is the first to fall, closely followed by Alarak, and he drops his turret. Sailor Sky also falling low, and that's a triple kill for Raynor, for Scooterman on that Raynor.
Yeah, it looked like Sailor just accepted her death right there. Just kind of stood there like, you know what, I'm dead. Why bother?
I mean, sometimes you have to do that, especially as a support when your tank's dead, no one's there to protect you, you're caught out, and you're just like, well, staring death in the face, this is it. Calculated Throw taking the support camp. So they're going to have a turret and a support camp for this first objective round. They're going to be a little bit ahead in items.
Yeah, that's right. I think honestly, they would have the advantage here on the first point with the items, and Lucio over time can do more healing, I think, the longer this goes than Stukov will. But I don't play support. That's just what I think. Oh, there's a big silence on the Imperius, though. He's, Scooty Puff's in trouble. He's gonna go down. Is a Nubrak gonna be Nest? No. Gets away. Thank goodness for the shield.
Out. Yeah, that was a smart choice to back out there by Dicky. He was falling a little low. Well, time to regroup, get healed up a bit. They don't have to push too hard. They're already sitting on plus 50% there. So it looks like Blaze is rotating bot, gonna get some more of that soak. Probably try and get them to 7 because it looks like that's gonna be here soon for calculated throw. So they're just playing it fairly safe for right now.
Yeah, that's a good point. If you're calculated throw, you wanted to get control of that early because it's harder to fight, I feel like, into a Stukov. Oh my goodness, it's a bloodbath here. Sailor Sky.
Huge amounts of damage.
30. Nope. Goodbye, Sailor. But Imperius is going to join her in Valhalla. And the bug did not get squished, but Dicky
a Blaze and a Nubrak
is going to go down. Lucio's going to back out.
Lucio just kind of sliding away there. But it is 2 kills to 3 in favor of Found Vikings, and they are going to take this first objective here. They're going to get that first protector.
I'm surprised the bug didn't get squashed sooner than he did, but
a Nubrak with those shields, he's a lot harder to kill sometimes than he seems. Heading top, as is typical. Going to try and aim for that well so that calculated throw doesn't have it for the second objective phase.
Yeah, an interesting decision to send Jaina down to do the Soaky. Well, now they're swapping out the Imperius. I was like, you would think you'd want as much damage as you could on this protector.
She has rejoined. Protector's up. I'll say it was just about dead. They finished up. Nubrak diving in pretty deep there, getting pulled and silenced by Alarak, but it looks like he's going to make it out okay thanks to the Lucio heals. And both teams are going to walk away from that little mini scuffle there with no deaths on either side.
It's just a flesh
little bit of, yeah, a little bit of damage top, but Found Vikings a little bit ahead. 10s are gonna arrive for them about a half level earlier than they will for calculated throw.
And it looks like both teams are on the turret camps almost the same time, so we'll probably have the customary fight for the support camp just before the objective spawns.
I don't know, if I'm Found Vikings, you know, we just got 10s. I'm going to be on that camp right now. It looks like that's what they're doing, hoping to get that advantage, get the damage in before calculated throw also gets 10 and can contest this.
Well, they got a little lucky that calculated throw wasn't right there because they got 10 just as they were finishing. Had they been there, they could have contested, but as it stands, they get the support camp and will have the upper hand at point number 2.
Yep. Looks like they're possibly doing siege camp, but backing out again. Oh, another big silence on that Anubarak there. He's gonna dive out and make it out of there without dying. And in bot lane, we still see Blaze and Imperius, Dicky and Scooty Puff Jr. still going at it.
Alright, so we got Counter-Strike on the Alarak, Lightning Breath for Diablo, sometimes it fails, Flailing Swipe for the Stukov, Consume Souls, for the Mephisto, and Combustion on the Blaze.
Let's see, what do we have here for calculated throw? Sound Barrier on Lucio, Angelic Armaments on Imperius, Hyperion for Raynor, Water Elemental for Jaina, and Cocoon for the Anubarak.
Contender probably a little bit fortunate. The DPS was a little slow to get there, but oh my goodness, how did that not silence a Nubarak?
Oh,
wow.
He somehow makes it through all of that. I'm impressed.
You gotta wonder, is that a beetle or is that a cat? Because it sure seems like they had 9 lives right there. Take a quick look down at the solo lane. Dicky's backing. Still looks like Imperius is getting a little bit of the better end of the matchup down there.
Hmm. Dicky probably going to join his team up in the top lane as the objective is powering up here. Looks like, yeah, everybody's headed top for this next objective. I know we have turrets on both sides, but the heel camp is in favor of the Found Vikings, so they're going to have a slight advantage as far as items go. And they're already on the point, racking up that percentage.
So I wonder just how long Calculated Throw is going to wait to make their engagement here. Because right now it's 12-12. If they wait too long, here we go.
Yep, the pull and silence on Imperius kind of started it for them, but he is the first to fall. The heel camp is dropped. Found Vikings managing to stay alive until Blaze falls.
Cyan's going to be in some trouble here.
Real low, but somehow managing to stay alive. Oh my goodness.
The disengage by the Stukov.
That was great. That was just what they needed, and they're able to finish off and get this. Only getting out of there with 1 kill on their team and 2 for Calculated Throw. So once again, coming out on top there. Getting that wave in mid, and then headed right for bot lane to set up for that 3rd objective.
Oh yeah, they'll definitely get the well down here. Hopefully the Angel of Valor doesn't get a little too deep like he did last time. Oh,
Better him taking that damage though than Lucio. He should be up there.
Yeah, Lucio took the protector right to the face.
I've been there before. It's rough. Stun onto Cyan by Imperius, but there wasn't any follow-up. Forced to pop is all. Cyan going in for that damage.
Oh.
No deaths as of yet.
That is going to be a dead Lucio consumed by Mephisto.
Mephisto manages to get his kill.
And now I think you look for the Vikings knowing they don't have a healer to continue to push this, at least get the front wall down, prepping for the win if they get the third.
Huge silence there.
The 3rd protector.
Yep. Because of that death and then that nice big silence there, they were able to push in quite a bit there and get some good damage. No more towers or wall. So that's, like you said, that's all set up for the next protector.
I would like to say PJ's a man after my own heart. He just walks right in, tanks those tower shots. That's a man's man right there.
I mean, as a support, that stresses me out to see my tanks just, you know, taking all that damage to the face. But he's still alive. It's all still good. So for right now, things are fine. Found Vikings taking that support camp again.
I think tanks do it just to keep the supports sharp.
Got to keep us on our toes.
That's right. Got to make you earn that paycheck. Okay, it looks like the Vikings, knowing 16, they are full level up and 16's on the horizon. Go ahead and push that level advantage up here top. Not a talent here, but it is a level advantage. And here comes a Hyperion, a hard engage, but a harder disengage from Sailor Sky, and it looks like
Found Vikings are falling low. Dicky in particular, he is the first to fall there. PJ Tim getting low too, but sitting in that silence with a Nubarak. Oh, Diablo's
that's
gonna fall
soul
as well.
reset.
Yeah,
Oh, look
that's
at
a
this.
rough one this late in the game.
The bug, he don't care. He's going right back in.
Going in with those shields. Like I said, he's harder to kill than it looks like. Contender falling low as well, but does drop that turret just in case. Gonna make it out of there. Diablo's already back, minus his souls. Blaze will be up in about 10. So those deaths obviously weren't fantastic. You don't want to give the other team a bunch of deaths, but it looks like everybody should be up and ready for this 3rd objective.
And if you're Calculated Throw, that fight was just what the doctor ordered. It helped you close the level gap to be able to get a legitimate contest on the bottom.
Yep. Plus sometimes it's just that little bit of a little confidence boost that you need. Like, hey, we got some kills. We're still in this. We got this, guys. Sometimes that's all you need. Okay, we got the Vikings heading over to take their siege camp. Camp had already been taken for calculated throw and cleared. So that's going to be some additional pressure that calculated throw is going to have to deal with in top lane while they're, trying to get that objective point all the way in bot.
Well, let's see. Calculated Throw has the position. Let's see if they're going to opt to take the fight on the dreaded conveyor belts, if they're going to pull everyone out and try to take the fight in the lane, which is typically the better decision.
In theory it is, but no one ever seems to do that. I mean, we never seem to manage to accomplish it, so... Sailor Sky getting caught out here,
goodness,
stunned by the Anubarak. Hyperion's down, and Stukov is the first to fall.
That's a trap Dicky in a cocoon.
PJ Tim getting low too, but pushing Anubarak, Imperius out of the way there with that silence. Scooty Puff Jr. falls as well. Grievin getting low. Lucio the next to die. Monoderp on Jaina getting real low too, trying to get away, make it out of there, but that wall bang from PJ Tim, and down goes Jaina as well. Ooh. Low health pools, but...
Unfortunate for Calculated Throw. They did wrap the Dicky, but they still didn't win.
It's the curse of the third objective point. It just...
You got nothing?
Never a good one.
They wrapped the Dicky.
I was gonna roll right through that one. But looks like we got calculated throw. Anubarak's going top to clear that camp. They're just gonna back out. They're gonna concede that third point bot. I mean, that's really all you can do with 2 of your members still dead. And just hope that you can defend against this protector.
And that's going to be a difficult ask, considering they don't even have a front wall here to slow it down. So this is a very powerful protector that's about to come down that lane with no fort, no front wall to deal with. It's probably going straight to core.
Yeah, thankfully everybody's going to be up again, and all ultimates will be available for their defense. But if you're calculated throw, this is looking a little scary. Walking right through, that keep's gonna fall, and almost nothing flat.
See, I'm just sitting here looking at this. If you're calculated throw, I think the best decision is this protector's going to annihilate that keep. But you got 2 people in the protector. This is the time to fight past the protector, get the squishies that are out, and at least give yourself a fighting chance. But that's definitely not going to help their cause.
Getting the Rainer, yeah. Big silence and root there on calculated throw, and they've got 3 down. Scooty Puff Jr. Nope, not quite gonna make it out of there. So with Jaina being the only one left alive, that's going to be 4 and GG for Found Vikings. Game 1 is in their favor.
Okay, well, interesting decision to let it come all the way to the keep, knowing how hard it can hit. I feel like in that situation, I mean, you're in a bad situation no matter what, right?
Yeah.
So the better choice is probably to go aggressive past the, well, crap. This isn't working for me. Haha.
I mean, I think too, I know I've been in this position before as well, and sometimes you feel that fighting underneath core with, the core helping in defense could also, be a viable option, or maybe that's your better option if you struggle with that hard engage, past the protector. But I'm with you there. I think a little bit more aggression on their part. If they had jumped on the members not in the protector, they maybe could have managed to pull out a little bit of defense there.
And I gotta figure out what's going on with my PC. It never does this. It is not behaving today.
You still stuck in replay?
No, I was playing around with Adobe all day, and apparently my PC didn't like it. So, anyways, I know we are going to, it's not going to let me do it here, but we are going to go to Infernal Shrines next. I believe was picked, I can't remember. I think Calculated Throw picked it, if memory serves. go ahead and load it up here. But that is going to be one win. And everything's going wrong with OBS tonight. Oh my goodness. This is just not my night. It is not my night tonight.
Like, shrines pulled up. We're headed to the next.
Let's see if we can get something to go right here. If I can find
With everybody, it's so quick.
Well, I wouldn't have played with Adobe this much today trying to make the new intro if I'd known it was going to cause me this much grief tonight. Goodness gracious. Alright, something went right. Okay, so over on the blue side, we have Contender again on Alarak, PJ Tim again on the Diablo, Cyan over on the Rainer. They decided Dicky should be on the Blaze again, and Sailor Sky rocking Stukov once more. Go ahead and introduce the red team for us, Born.
Over on the other side, for Calculated Throw, we have Grievant on the White Mane, Scooterman on Tychus, Monoderp on Jaina again, Scooty Puff Jr. on Arthas, and Acheron on Anubarak once more. I'm seeing a lot of similarities in these drafts here. Teams taking their comfort picks, picking to their strength.
I just realized they gave the White Mane to Calculated Throw.
Yep, they let that one through the draft. That's one thing I would not do personally. Sorry, Grievant. White is not a healer I would let through when we're playing. But Allen as well from Contender, one of their strongest heroes. So both teams allowing comfort picks on either side.
Well, this is like reverse Pokemon. Can't ban them all, right?
At least they gave us a third ban now, so, you know, we have a little bit more options. Still, so many heroes now. Yeah, you gotta let some.
And the Vikings a little bit ahead on the rotation here right now. So while we got a moment, we're going to check in and see what's going on with Dicky. And again, it looks like Arthas is getting the better end of this right now. And the Vikings go straight to their siege camp. And now just a little bit behind, which could give the potential for an invade from the Vikings, is Calculated Throw on theirs.
Yeah, both of these teams, we saw this on the last map too.
And here comes the invade.
Very much in the same their camp timings, but yeah, they're invading just like you predicted. Contenders hanging out on that point, and they're able to steal this. The new, I was about to say, fallen pretty low, but not quite going to make it out of there. And Found Vikings are able to steal that camp, which is, you know, kind of a big deal in the early game like this. It's going to give them a little bit of extra XP, a little bit of extra push there, and it looks like they might be headed to that camp as well.
Well, it looks like the Vikings have... Oh, goodness. Are you there, Born? The robots.
I'm still here, although you're going all robotic on.
Interesting. Okay. This
Found
is like...
did take that bot. Still with... Or maybe this is just going to be the Born cast now.
Okay. So, I don't know exactly what's happening. Apparently, playing with Adobe today really screwed up the computer here, so I gotta figure out what's going on after the cast, unfortunately.
Yeah, hopefully we can make it through the rest of this cast here okay. We've already got Found Vikings rotating up top to get set objective. Calculated Throw is going to be a little bit behind as they had to clear bot. We've got a little bit of push going on their way up as well. Vikings already getting started on the little shrine monkeys.
And here comes the push from Arthas. He's going in. Ooh. The silence. Anubarak stuns the silence. so that's... But Dicky comes in with a big stun, but nevertheless, Contender's going to go down. We've got a root here, but there's not going to be any follow-up. PJ Tim's going to walk away.
Yeah, 1 kill for nothing for calculated throw. So it looks like Vikings they backed out to kind of regroup, but they're headed back in. They're still ready to fight. PJ Tim got all healed up. Anubrak dives on out of there. He does take quite a bit of damage though. PJ Tim going in deep while calculated throw is falling low, and Tychus is going to go down. Dicky getting the kill there. And calculated throw choosing to back out now to kind of back out and regroup here. While Found Vikings continue to take those little minions. They've almost got enough here, and they are going to secure the first punch of this game.
Well, PJ Tim showed you the value of Devils Do That fight. That's why he was able to come back so full so fast. But they get a...
Punisher. Getting baited over the wall. Big roots and stuns for calculated throw there. Contender falling to about half health. PJ Tim there with him, but they're backing out. They plenty of worth out of that Punisher, I'd say. You know, for an early game Punisher, the first one, that was about as much as safely hope for.
And
pushing
Mona a little
just a
deep.
bit, but no death. Oh, Scooter Puff Jr. went really deep. Diablo managed to flip him. Silence coming down from Sailor Sky, but PJ Tim's falling pretty low. Another silence from but he's well.
The Lord of Terror is not so scary when he's dead.
Oh. So, I mean, looks like that little bit of chasing was worth it for calculated throw there. 2 deaths on Found Viking. And I don't know, Diablo, was he fully stacked? Did he lose all his souls there, or?
He had already had him reset once.
No. Okay.
So, they're good.
Good there, at least. So it looks like in the meantime, while they wait for everybody to come back up, Vikings are going to... And calculated throw is picking up their siege camp this time. Didn't let it get stolen away from them. And they're headed bot. Looks like they might be taking bot siege camp as well, while Found Vikings work to clear the camp already pushing in mid.
Yeah, Alderek, aka Contender, probably knows they're there, but he's not going to overstep.
No.
Tychus
Smart
is
move.
just playing against the towers here in a rotation. A calculated throw. I think they were hoping to catch the Vikings mid, but nobody was home, and it looks like they're going to go up and give some help to little old Arthas, who kept Dicky around just long enough to get some value.
I would say they definitely got value, because that is 10s for calculated throw. Slightly ahead of Found Vikings, although it looks like Vikings are going to pick that up themselves in just a moment here.
I can't believe calculated throw decided not to get their bruisers while they were all up there. Interesting decision.
Mm-hmm. It looks like Mona Derp on Jaina has getting it started, but
Yeah,
she's
but
going to need a little bit of help.
Think about the time that got wasted, but the others rotating that far. And in a game this close, every second counts. Oh,
Dicky going in and stunning on the Anubarak. They're going to try and invade here and take this camp for themselves. Down the silence. Contender got cocooned, but his team got him out of it pretty quick. The flip onto Art, and a ring coming out from Jaina, but it misses everybody. From APOC, PJ Tim is really low, but it looks like hopefully he's going to make it out of there. The disengage from Sailor Sky already came out. Contender getting rooted though. He might not make it out of there. Nope. He falls. Anubrak trying to secure another kill, but looks like it's just going to be Alarak.
well, the important thing here is because of the silence, everybody from calculated throw got off the point, and Contender just sat on there and capped it. So I guess it was pick your poison there. If you calculate a throw, stand on there, keep a warm body on it, and hope you don't need any of your skills and your DPS kills them, or just give it. And here we go. A slight lead for calculated throw here. But now the Vikings are at full force. And we're going to see just how long calculated's going to wait to go in. Oh, well, Scooty, he says, well, I'm done waiting. He's in.
Going in, not quite able to secure and engage though. So silence going down from Sailor Sky, and Nubarak, however, going in, stunned off.
Oh, but they lost the white main and the back line.
Ring landed, but Sailor Sky managed to push them all away, so no deaths as of yet for Found Vikings. Calculated throw, though, down 2, and it looks like Arthas is going to fall here, too. Acheron going to make sure that he and Mona make it out of there, but they are the only 2 left. Yep, Found Vikings are pulling ahead in Shrine Monkeys here.
Yep, Arthas decided he needed to go back to Northrend for about 20 seconds. He should be back here in the shrine shortly, but he had to check in Northrend, you know.
Back now, though, just in time for the defense in mid.
This is a good move by the Vikings here.
Yeah, push on its own, but capping that camp. Oh, and they're not going to push with Punisher at all. Instead, bot here, and then I would assume afterward, probably going to go take that bot. No?
No.
Or they're going to say, hey, heck with it. They're busy mid. We might as well push in here. We got 13s. You know, we're at a little bit of an advantage. You know, might as well make the most of it. So, PJ Tim taking those tower shots again, just like you enjoy seeing.
It's seeing and doing. I love taking tower shots. Alright, so calculated throw down to Frontier's side. Now is the time. And they try to get an engage. Odin is out, but the disengage from the Stukov is probably going to allow the Vikings to get away and not give the fight. But we got a Dicky again.
Cocoon out on Blaze.
And a silence, and another silence. And a disengage ring, I'm going to assume there.
Oh, looks like Found
Vikings we go back the other way.
Gonna chase this down. Yeah, they're gonna keep chasing. It's their turn for the counter engage, so they're gonna keep pushing in here. They're gonna bring their minions with them and maybe put some pressure back out instead. You got a couple of them going bot to take that camp, and then they're also gonna take their own siege camp as well. Keep that pressure.
Mona's just going to go top. They're going to keep, it looks like the Tychus down here. Right now is the time they don't want one of their DPS to get caught. That's just not going to be good. Or the, well, Arthas, he's going to be fine.
Okay, pushing in mid here. They've got a camp with them. They just had to sneeze on a mid fort there to take it down. Silence onto the Tychus. Then another follow-up silence from Sailor Sky, but he's gonna manage to walk out of there. Nubarak was waiting in that bush there, got scouted out, wall-banged by Diablo. Scooterpuck Jr. going in pretty deep.
APOC comes out.
Cocoon does go out on the out.
They are gonna get the fight they want here. PJ Tim could be in some serious trouble. No, it's going to be Rainer first. Sailor Sky is going to get caught next to see if the focus returns to her. But no, they decide to focus on Contender, and he just pops the counter strike, which allows Sailor to get away, who could have been dead. But I guess they get the Alarak. I guess you're just picking which one's going to die. And with those 2 deaths, look for calculated throw to clear out their lanes real quick. Try to get their bruiser out, and then go to objective.
I'm sure that wasn't quite the fight they were looking for, but you know they're sitting here. They've advantage as far as map control goes. They've gotten the first Punishers. Rainer is back, is going to be able to join them, and contender Alarak is going to be up in just a second here too. So as long as they play their cards right, you know, that shouldn't be too much of a disadvantage for them. They come in strong here and give them a good fight.
So Jane and Rainer get here about the same time. 16 is going to come online about a half level sooner for the Vikings, and as soon as they get it, look for them to really force the issue here. There's a burrow that misses everybody. Kakuno Contender. Another disengage from Sailor Sky. And a big combustion followed up by an APOC. The ring once again used more defensively. But Arthas is going to be the first. And looks like Jane is going to join her former sweetheart up in North Rin.
Those silences on the side of Found Vikings are killer. You know, Sailor Sky can lay down her E and silence, but then the silences, the follow-up silences from Contender, they've just been messing with calculated throw there. I mean, that's Blaze hanging out on a jet, gonna try and cap that for them while the rest of his team gets rid of that top fort there.
It's kind of a lose. If Sailor gets you, then Contender waits for you to walk out, and then he silences you again. So you're looking about 5 seconds if you're on the far end of the Sailor Sky silence. About 5 seconds of not being able to do anything.
Not being able to push any of your buttons. So
yeah,
that's a tough thing to deal with. So
okay.
Found Vikings getting the third objective as well here.
All right, Sky, I will grant your request. I will no longer call you Sailor Sky. So this is a really tough spot to be in. Arcane is the strongest Punisher, and they're going to have a bruiser behind it. If they lose one person, this could be game. And here comes the Odin.
Yeah, Calculated Throw is going to have to play carefully here. Scooty Puff Jr. taking a lot of damage there. The Unstoppable came out, though, able to get away. Punisher actually falling pretty quick here. They're doing a decent job on the defense, but those silences. And again, although it's a big ring from Jaina, Contender is really low. The other teammates about half health, so Calculated Throw can chase here and maybe get another kill. They could really turn this around, but it looked Contender
calculated.
One additional kill.
I'm calling that Jaina death calculated.
Badly with the defense there, but Found Vikings going to keep up that pressure, still pushing in mid here because they know there's still 2 down on the side of the Calculated Throw, so they can afford to be a little aggressive here and try some more of that damage.
Let's just see how greedy the Vikings get. Are they going to rotate and try to make it 3 for 3? Nope, they are content with what they have, and they are going to get the camp and start painting this map blue.
Yep, they're going to keep that pressure and just get all the camp and force Calculated Throw to have to and continue clearing all this stuff.
Stone Contender. Ooh. PJ could be in a little bit of trouble. Here comes the APOC. And that combustion got so much value. Another ring, but it's just like, well, there goes Alarak. That's 1 for 2. Oh! MVP
Jaina
Khazra.
falls to the camp there.
MVP Khazra.
Oh my gosh, and I mean, I know you said that combustion got a lot of value, and it did, but I don't know if you saw, it was another huge silence. There was another several seconds there. Calculated Throw not being able to push buttons right in the middle of that fight there when it mattered most.
There was so much stuff dropped, I couldn't see the silence. There was just, like, everybody came up and hit R that fight, it looked like. So here we go.
Everybody was hitting R trying to win.
And
Found Vikings
Tychus
pushing in now here.
GG's, those silences. Devastating.
Absolutely devastating. And would say those silences between Sky and can
Here we go
help them
again.
win that game.
There we go with the robots. Okay, well, that is a 2-0 domination. I believe that put the Vikings tied with some other team. It escapes me who they're tied with for first, but it won't be long because that team's a game ahead of them and played. So, but we
I don't know
won't.
who that be. Would have
I,
to
I
go
don't. I don't know who that is.
check the stand.
Oh, there we go again. All right. Well, since the robots have taken over, and clearly it's not my night, we're gonna call it there. Thanks everyone that joined us. We enjoyed the cast and look forward to doing a live one here with you guys very soon.